Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be the final video of my eyeshadow palette collection. I have decided that I'm just going to put all the rest of my eyeshadow palettes. I did want to do it in two parts, but then the first part became almost a half an hour and I made the first part into two parts, and now this was supposed to be the second part, but this is just going to be a long video of the rest of my eyeshadow palettes. I don't know how long this will be. I have so much palettes to show you. I'm not even going to lie, but I'm not making it into 3, 4 parts, 5 parts, 6 parts. No. So however long this comes out is going to be. So let's jump right in. If you like these types of video, make sure you subscribe. If you want to see a declutter in the future, make sure you subscribe, because this is just my eyeshadow palette collection. But eventually I do have to say goodbye to these because I am running out of room. I currently have a stack of new eyeshadow palettes on the floor and I need some more room. So let's jump right into this and let's go. This right here is the palette from Face Candy. This is the Amazonian palette. I'm not sure which palette this is supposed to be. I want to say it's supposed to be a Kylie Jenner palette, but this is what it looks like. Like I said, I got it from Shop Hush when you was able to shop in Shop Hush, but you're not anymore. So I honestly can't tell you how it is. I like the Bad Habits and Face Candy palettes, but I haven't tested it out yet. So when I do, I'll let you know. This is the Bad Habit Coat Mystery palette. This is a dupe for the Pat McGrath eyeshadow palette. And as you can see, I have not used it, but it is so beautiful. I honestly wanted to test this out and then I went MIA and I wasn't able to test it out. So this is what that palette looks like. It's so beautiful. I love this palette even more because it was only like $20 or $24 instead of 100 and something. This right here is another palette from Face Candy, and this is a Sahara palette. This is what the palette looks like. Once again, I'm not sure what is this supposed to be duping. Maybe one of the Kylie palettes. I have no idea, but this is what the palette looks like. This is the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil palette, and I honestly feel like in every collection video you will find this palette. This is what it looks like. I honestly did not even use this enough. I think I used it once, maybe twice. I thought this would be a lot bigger than what it really was. These pans are like the size of dimes probably, but for the most part, I really do like this palette and I need to dig into it more. This is the ColourPop Brown Sugar palette. This is what the palette looks like. It is so beautiful. It's perfect. It's just neutral colors. It fit every skin tone. And honestly, it is so beautiful. I don't know why it's not focusing, but this is what the palette looks like. Hello? We ain't going through this again, right? This is the Wildflower palette. I got this from Shop MSA, I believe, the dollar store online. I paid $10 for this palette, so it's not bad. Honestly, all this is some single shadows in an empty Z palette, okay? That's basically all it is. This is the Bretman Rock Wet palette from ColourPop. This is what the palette looks like. I have yet to use it. Honestly, it's so beautiful. I really need to dig into this already, because lately I have been really doing blue looks and red looks and green looks, so I honestly really need to dig into this. This is the Profusion Mixed Metals Glam palette. This is what the palette looks like. Honestly, I did not use this palette. I did take the plastic off to take a picture for Instagram, but I still did not use it. So, I mean, the plastic, it's already off. So, yeah, that's that palette. Maybe I was thinking about doing it for a giveaway, but I think I want to have some of these Profusion palettes. A lot of people say they're really good. I only tried one and I didn't like it too much. But I didn't try the ones that they're saying are really good. So I can't wait to try this. This is the Profusion Mixed Metals. I believe this is the rose gold one. I'm sorry it's so reflective, but it comes with the highlighter, the blush, and some eyeshadows. It's really pretty. I think I got this for the holidays. It came with like a lip gloss or gel liner. $10. I'm honestly keeping this. I just really think this is so beautiful. Of course I'm keeping it, but even when I do declutters, I'm keeping it. This is the Face Candy Milkshake palette, and I have no idea why I bought this palette. I bought this palette because they said it was a dupe for the peachy, the Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes. And then I got this palette and I realized this ain't no damn dupe, because this looks like the bootleg version of that palette, and I was not going to test this out. I wanted to do a comparison video on both, but do you see this dusty, crusty thing? This is not a dupe. So definitely this is a palette that will be decluttered. I have not tried it. I don't want to try it, but that's that. This is the Born to Run palette. I'm sure you heard about this palette so much, but this is what it looks like. And honestly, I have not even tried this out yet. I am ashamed, but I have not tried this out yet. I think the next time I do makeup, which is hopefully tonight, I'm going to try to do a little glam look with this baby. But I like the palette. I love how you can fold the mirror back. I just love the packaging. It's beautiful. So yeah. This is another Milani Pure Passion palette. I did get two, and as you can see, these top 3 shades are broken. I do keep it just because the bottom shades are pretty nice, even though I should throw it away. I haven't used any of them, but I don't know. Maybe I'll keep it. I mean, these shades still work. It ain't nothing wrong with it. This is the Pure Midnight Masquerade palette that we got in BoxyCharm. This is what it looks like. It comes with 6 shadows, I believe 2 blushes, and 2 highlighters. I really like this palette. I can't wait to use it. I think it is so beautiful. I don't know why it's not focusing, but that's the palette. This is the Makeup Revolution Reloaded Velvet Rose palette. I honestly haven't even took the tape off of it. This is supposed to be a dupe for the Subculture palette. I have not used it yet, but I look forward to it. This is the Dominique Cosmetics Latte palette. It is so beautiful. I don't think I used it yet. I think I started to use it, maybe used one color, and then had to stop using the palette because I had to do something. But it is so beautiful. I hear so much great things about this brand and this palette. I just love it. This is a Too Faced Sweet Nothings palette, and I honestly just used this palette probably about a week ago, and I honestly, truly like this palette. This palette is so beautiful. ColourPop makes good shadows already, like we already know this, but this palette's so pretty. Finally, a palette that you're going to see that is so loved. I believe, you know, you should already know that this is so loved because so much people love this palette already. Look at this shade. It has a little dent in there and stuff. Look at that. Oh, maybe I'll hit pan. But this is the Francation palette. Everybody likes this palette. I really love this palette. I was kind of thinking about buying another one just in case I ran out. But let's be honest, I'm not going to run out. But still, I like that palette enough to have 2. So yeah. This is the NYX Sugar Trip Squad palette. I believe I bought this around the holidays, and I like this palette. Look at the colors. The colors are so beautiful. I believe I used this shade, these 2 shades. I even used these 2 shades. I didn't use the blue, which is really pretty. I don't know if you see. This green is really pretty. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So beautiful. But I love this palette. I really need to dig into this palette more. This is the Carly Bible palette, and this is no longer available. I do have the deluxe version. Honestly, I haven't used this palette enough. I only used it about 3 times, maybe 4. But I really think this palette is so beautiful. I kind of want to try to pan this palette. I don't want to put a time limit on it because I don't want it to be like, oh, I have to use this palette for a year. But I was kind of thinking about panning this palette. The only way I will pan this palette is if I could find one of these in TJ Maxx, oh my god, TJ Maxx or Marshalls. Then I will pan it, because I just don't want to pan this baby and then not have it. I don't know why I'm like that, but this palette's so beautiful. I feel like all the looks will be so beautiful, just so soft and just stunning. The highlighters, I heard good things about it, but as you can see, I still have not used it. I actually had 2 of these palettes, and I gave one to a friend, which now, you know, it's in good hands, and she really likes the palette. But I want to find another one before I pan this, because I feel like this is something that I can pan. It might take 2 years, but I feel like I could do it. This is the NYX Swear By It palette. I purchased this palette off of Mercari. So when I purchased it, these two shadows were out and missing. I don't mind. I think it was like a black and another blue. I don't mind. This palette was like 30 something dollars and I got it for super cheap for like, what, 15 bucks. I wanted this palette so bad. I used it once and never picked it up again. But this palette is just so beautiful. I'm so sorry, but NYX is like, they could be pricey with some things, but they killed it with this palette. This is the Profusion Chestnut Eyes palette. I believe this was like $7 or $5 or whatever it was. It was around the holidays. This is what the palette looks like. I did use this palette. I could see this being something I do declutter because I don't feel like I will constantly reach for this palette. Because when I do try to reach for my palettes, I try to reach for the ColourPop ones or the more high-end ones just because why I'm gonna reach for this. This was only $7. I'd rather this go to waste than the other ones. It is a pretty palette. Look at that. Well, my finger's not even in the shot, but look at that. It is beautiful, but I just feel like someone else could use this. I don't need it. I won't reach for it. So yeah. This is the Profusion Royals palette, and even though I have not used this, this will be a palette that I'm going to keep even when I do a declutter. I heard so much great things about it, and these shimmers look very, very promising. I think this was only like $5, and it's so small, it's so compact. Like, this is not doing no harm in having it here, because I really, look at that. I truly think that is pretty. Look at this green. Ooh, check that out. You see, I'm trying to do swatches for you guys. You see that? Oh my god. This is the Saharan 2 from Juvia's Place, and honestly, I love this. I think there's only one palette that I'm missing from this brand, and I believe because it's always sold out. I don't know which one it is, but it's the one with the pop of blue as well. This palette is so beautiful. I used it once, but I need to really dig back into these because these are just stunning. This is the Essence Ho 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 eyeshadow palette. This came out really quick around the holidays. I have not used it because as you can see, it still has the plastic on, but it's very beautiful, warm tone, has a pressed glitter in there, and I look forward to using it. I don't like how this is just like a piece of cardboard. God forbid it gets wet and my whole palette's gonna break up, but it's okay. This is the Chasing Rainbows palette. I think I went to use this palette one time and then I had to stop doing the look, or maybe I didn't like the way the look came out. I just seen a video where this palette is like a dupe for the ABH Rivera palette. The colors are a lot of the same, so I found that really interesting because when you put them two side by side, they really do look similar. I dropped the palette. So anyways, as I was saying, when you put these two side to side, they really do look similar, but this is the palette and I really need to dig into this baby. This is the BH Cosmetics Royal Affair palette. This is what the palette looks like. It is so pretty. I only used it once. I really need to like dig into this again. This shade is so smooth. I don't know if you can see it, but oh my god, they're so buttery. It reminds me of the Festival palette, the way it's so smooth, so buttery. I just love it. Look at this. Look. Oh, that one's not too good. That one's not too good. But it could have been the way I swatched it. But yeah, I love this baby. It's so pretty. It's so neutral, but yeah, it still has its little pops, like bam, little pop, bam, little pop, bam. Not really, but let me keep moving. This is the Pixie Beauty It's Judy Time palette, and I honestly wanted this so bad that I bought it for somebody brand new on Mercari, and I still have not used it. But it is pretty. I won't lie about that. This is the Marvelous Mauves palette. This is what it looks like. Comes with 5 shadows. It's just your mauvey tones. Really pretty. I don't think I used it yet. Yeah, I don't think I used it yet. But it is beautiful. This is the Sassy Sienna's palette, and this is the colors that I reach for, baby. This is so beautiful. I haven't reached for this, but these are the colors I like. This is the Dose of Colors Baked Browns palette. This is what it looks like. The reason why I have ordered these is because I bought a set around the holidays. It was like $100 for the 5 of them. So I said that was a pretty good steal. Honestly, to be 100% honest with you, after I show you all my eyeshadow palettes, I do want to sort them out in the drawers by brand because I feel like I have ColourPop all over, I have ABH all over, I have Dose of Colors all over. So I really want to settle it by brand, but we'll get there. This one is a pretty cool palette. Once again, it's a palette that I have not used, but it is beautiful, so I like it. So the next palette is the Warrior palette by Juvia's Place, and it is so beautiful that I have yet to use it, but I'm gonna get to it, I promise. But look at this. I honestly don't even care if I don't get to use all of them. I just want them. They're beautiful. This is stunning. This is fierce. This is the Zulu palette by Juvia's Place, and this I actually have used. I haven't used it enough to be 100% honest with you. I'm trying to get better at trying to get like maybe 2-pan looks. Usually I just, not 2-pan, what am I saying? 2-palette looks. Usually I just grab one palette, make a look, but there's so many beautiful shades. Like look at this beautiful blue right here that I could put in a look. Look at this beautiful pink that I could be putting in a look. This beautiful green I could be putting in a look. And maybe I want to put in a look that doesn't have to do with these colors. I want to be able to think of palettes that I have, think of the beautiful shades and reach for them. Because at least, you know, if I'm reaching for one shade, it's better than reaching for none. You get what I'm saying? But yeah. This is the Festival palette by Juvia's Place. I think I used this once. When I first started my YouTube channel, I did do a makeup look with it. I really need to dig into this baby. I really, honestly, truly do. It's so beautiful. This shade is beautiful. All the shades are just stunning. The packaging is just amazing. Whoever draws their palette packaging things, bomb. This is the Warrior 2 palette. I have yet to use it, but it's like an all matte palette. It is stunning. There is no amount of being on camera. There's no amount of pictures that you could take that could show you how beautiful this palette is until you see it in person. This is the Juvia's Place Try palette, and this is another palette that is so stunning. I did use this palette for a look, but I haven't reached for it since. And I feel like a lot of that has to do with because I have so many eyeshadow palettes that I always try to reach for different ones. So it kind of sucks, but I just want to be able to show them all love. This is the Douce palette, the Douce palette, the Douce, and I actually used this about 3 or 4 times, so that is amazing because I think I used almost every single shade besides this one in this palette. This is the Afrique, I believe, Afrique palette. This is what it looks like. I used this one time. I used this for a palette bingo, which was in a collab, and honestly, like, I know people might look at this palette and be afraid because of these shades right here. But these shimmers are stunning. Like, they're beautiful, they're smooth, they're amazing. Look at this. Look at the packaging. Come on. This is the Saharan palette. Now, I did not use this palette, but when I got it, the black shade was broken. I did message them. They aren't like ColourPop. They didn't send me a brand new palette. ColourPop, if something breaks, they'll send you a brand new palette or a brand new of that shade or a brand new highlighter, whatever it is. They just discounted $5, which is fine. I'm at least happy that they did something instead of ignoring it. I still have some of the black shade in there, but for the most part, it's all broken up. And it did dirty the rest of the palette, and it kind of just turned me off from the palette. I know a lot of people, I hear a lot of people that look at this palette and don't know what to do with it. And I could see why, because it's a bit funky, but that shade right there is just stunning. This is the Violet Voss Concealio palette. I used this about 1 time. I didn't use it enough. I honestly really truly need to get to using it. It's so beautiful, so stunning, and I love Violet Voss shades. Like, I truly love Violet Voss palettes. I think I have every single one besides the hashtag and the taupe whatever palette, the neutral palette. I don't need that one, but I do want the hashtag one. This is the Violet Voss Like a Boss palette. I wanted this palette so bad. I got it the first day it came out, which was last year. I did it. I showed you guys in a makeup haul right before I went to IMAX, and I still didn't even touch this palette. What a shame. And honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't have almost every single Violet Voss palette because there's a lot of the colorful Violet Voss palettes that I don't have. So I don't have the hashtag, I don't have the taupe, and I think I don't have 2 of the color Violet Voss palette because I just got the Flamingo palette, but there's 2 other ones that I don't have. This is the NYX Rebel with a Cause, and I used this once, but I honestly love this palette. A lot of people said this is giving them Natasha Denona vibes, which is great because I want to have those type of vibes without having to pay $130, $120 or more for an eyeshadow palette. And this works fine for me. Look at that. Ooh, that kind of looks like the ColourPop shadow. Wait, I can't even... You know what I mean. Let me just swatch it. That is so pretty. I don't even think it's picking up in camera how pretty it is. This is the Becky G and ColourPop collab. This is what it looks like. I did do a 3 looks 1 palette. It is a decent palette, but it's not really expiring to me. I don't know. I know a lot of people love this palette, but this is like, it's alright to me. This is a ColourPop palette that I don't know the name, but this is what it looks like. I have yet to use it. I think this released in Ulta and then I hurried up and ordered it, or it released in Ulta first and then it got taken off the site and then it released on ColourPop and then I picked it up because it was on sale and I love sales and I needed free shipping. So yeah, I need to get around to using this. This shade is beautiful, this shade as well, and this soft little mauvey pinky shade is stunning as well. This is the ColourPop It's My Pleasure palette, and I honestly just got it. The last time I was filming the videos, I said I was getting it that day, and I got it, and I love it. I haven't used it yet. I'm not sure why it's not focusing. Now, this is the palette. Finally, it's focusing, but it's so beautiful. I just love it. I haven't used it yet, like I said, but I'm gonna get to it. This is the Bad Habits Glow Stick palette. I believe I'm saying it right. This is a Natasha Denona whatever dupe. This also looks like the Yes Please palette from ColourPop. So beautiful. I haven't used it yet, but I did purchase these before Shop Push went out of business, I believe. So look at that, so beautiful. This is the Just My Luck ColourPop palette. This is what the palette looks like. I did use this palette. I did a look with this palette. It is on my Instagram, which is Rarebeautyenvy, and I really did like the look. It was a halo eye, and I think it actually came out pretty good. I love this shade right here. I love this shade. I really could see myself digging into this palette a lot. And honestly, this has really been making me love greens. This palette is the Fantasia palette. This is a dupe for the Natasha, I think, Tropic palette. So beautiful. I'm rocking with it. I'm liking it. And I'm happy I got it. This is the Supernova palette from Bad Habits. My plastic is coming out. So disrespectful. But this is what the palette looks like. I believe it's like the purple palette from Natasha. It is a lot of shimmers. It's like only 4 mattes in here. The rest are shimmers, but it's beautiful. This is the ColourPop Sweet Talk palette. I haven't used it yet, but it is beautiful. It is so beautiful. I like it. These colors are what calls to me. And they just look so beautiful on any skin tone. This is the ColourPop Zodiac palette. Of course, I was going to get this palette because Kathleen Lights did this palette. I didn't get her loose pigments because, I mean, I love her, but if I don't like something, I'm not gonna get it. But palettes, I can rock with, and this palette is beautiful. I think I did do a makeup look on the YouTube channel. I believe I did. I think I did. If not, then it was probably a video I never got to post. This is the ColourPop Dream Street palette. This is what it looks like. This palette looks beat up. I used this palette a couple times, probably about 10 times. I really like it, but I really need to dig into this baby more. This is the Too Faced Life is the Festival palette. My sister got me this palette. I have not used this yet. This is limited edition. I don't think you could pick this up anymore. I'm pretty sure there's still people that sell it on Mercari. But this is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I don't even know what to do with it. Like, honestly, I don't even know what to do with it. It's so beautiful. Damn, this is the OG. This is before I was even into makeup. This is the Urban Decay and Gwen Stefani palette. This is what it looks like. Look at these dusty, crusty, cool tone shades. And look, isn't it crazy to look at makeup like this and think like, wow, makeup has truly like gotten so much better. But this is a palette that my best friend gave me. She was really into makeup back in 1996. Pick up the sticks. And she's not into makeup that much. And she was going to throw it away. But I like antiques. So I told her to give it to me. So thank you. This is the BH Cosmetics Glam Reflex Gilded palette. I did have like 3 of these. I had the pink one and the blue one, but I ended up giving those 2 away. I did give this one away to my best friend, and a year later she gave it back to me and she never used it. So here it is back in my hands, and I haven't used it neither. So maybe one day I'll use it. This is a palette I just actually got. It was from Amazon. It was the C Color brand. This is a dupe for the Urban Decay Beach palette. And honestly, it's pretty. It's honestly really, really beautiful. It swatches well. I haven't used it yet, but it was only like $8. A dupe for $8. I'm telling you, I'm leaning more towards drugstore and dupes now because your girl is broke. I can't be buying these high-end stuff, having y'all think I'm rich and stuff. I'm broke. This is the Violet Voss Holy Grail palette. Honestly, I had like 3 of these because I got them in 2 boxy luxes and I ended up giving them away. But this palette looks beat up. I used it a couple times, so what happened is my nail kind of went in almost all the palettes. But I like this palette. I love this palette. This is so beautiful, and I feel so sad that I don't even get to use it like that. So this palette is another Dose of Colors Blush and Berries palette. It's brand new, still in the box. I was gonna ask my sister if she wanted it, and if she doesn't want it, then I'm gonna use it for a giveaway. So yeah, this is the Urban Decay Elements palette. Am I the only one that the mirror falls off? I don't know if it's the heat in the room, but the mirror is always coming out. I gotta be placing it back and stuff. But this is the palette. It's so beautiful. It is kind of big. I used it once or twice, but the shimmers in here work amazing. So yeah, this is the Fenty Beauty Moroccan Spice palette. So beautiful. I wanted it so bad and I never used it. I really need to get around to using it. It's so stunning. And that shimmer right there is like calling my name. Bam, bam, bam. Nah, I need to dig into this baby. This is the Emily Edit The Once palette. It is so beautiful. I only used it about 1 time. I feel really, really bad. I don't even think I got to finish the look, but I really like this palette. I like it. It's good. It's good. This is the Bad Habit The Artistry 2 palette. This is supposed to be a dupe for Kim K's palette with Mario, which I'm happy I got this dupe because I didn't buy that palette and I didn't want to buy the palette because it was mostly neutrals with a pop of blue, and I'd rather pay $12 for it, which voila, I did. I haven't used it yet, so I'll get around to it. This is the Artistry palette from Bad Habit. This is a dupe for the ABH and Mario palette, which, let me just tell you, I bought the palette from ABH and Mario. It was almost brand new. The person did swatch it. I just bought it from Macari for $20. Do you know how much people be trying to sell the ABH and Mario palette? Like, so used and beat up, and we know it's old and they still trying to sell it for like $50. I got it for $20, so it's coming in the mail. But I do have this dupe as well, which I'm excited about. This is the Norvina palette, which I'm a little bit ashamed that it's still in the packaging and still I have not used it, but it is so beautiful and I do want to get around to using it for the summertime and the spring. I'm really going to try to dig into this palette soon. This is a Naked 3 palette. I had this palette for about a year, almost a year and a half, and I still have not even used this palette. Maybe, just maybe I might try to pan this one instead of the Carly Bible palette because it's kind of like the same shades, well, different on this side, but these shades are kind of reminds me of it. Maybe I'll try to pan this one instead. I don't know. These shades are probably just so boring. They probably won't even show up on me, but I honestly like it. I bought the kit. It was a big box of all Naked palettes, the Naked Heat and the 1, 2, 3. I didn't like the Naked 1 and the Naked 2, so I ended up selling that, decluttering it. And I only have this one and the Heat left, but I still have yet to use it, so sucks. This is the Naked Cherry palette. I purchased this because it was so beautiful, and I have yet to use it just because it's at the bottom of my last drawer and I forget I have it. So yeah, I wanted this palette so bad. You have no idea how much I wanted the Naked Heat. I thought it was so beautiful. I just wanted it so bad. Haven't used it, but I'm happy it's in my collection. I am going to use it soon because it is so beautiful. And the ABH Subculture palette, I bought this last April for eye mats, and I honestly just used this last week. I used it for the first time. I really liked it. I don't think I took a picture of my look. I don't know what happened to it, but I really did like it. I did go in with this shade. I went in with the hard shades. This shade, this shade, this shade, this shade. I did try that shade. Yeah, I basically went in right in deep for the shade that everybody likes, but everybody says cause problems. So, I don't know what happened to it. I think the look came out pretty decent. I think. This is the Patrick Star. I believe this is the fall collection or the summer collection from MAC. It's just these 4 little quads. I really like this. These are shades that I would normally go for. So yeah, it's so pretty. This is the Patrick Star, I believe, spring collection of 2018. This is the Stay With Me. This is what the palette looks like. Not normally, like I won't normally go for that dark purple shade, but I really bought it for Patrick Star. This is also from his spring collection. This is Play With Me. So beautiful, so stunning. These 2 shades are so bright. I just love it. This is the ColourPop Ooh La La. This is the incident where ColourPop, this shade came broken, and ColourPop ended up sending me a brand new palette. I did give that palette away to a friend for her daughter. But this palette is beautiful. I still haven't used it. I just figured I could still keep it even though it has 1 broken shade, because most likely I could just use a highlighter for that shade anyway, but it is beautiful. This is the Naked Reloaded palette. I actually just purchased this right before eye mats. I use this to do my makeup for eye mats, and I really truly love it. Like, I know a lot of people say it reminds them of the Sultry palette, and it is true, it does, but I'm happy I picked this palette up. This is the It's My Ray Ray palette, the second round. I just purchased this when it came out. It is so beautiful. I did use it, and honestly, I really liked the look that I came out with. I purchased this palette way after I did the first 2 videos with my eyeshadow palettes, so you are going to be seeing a lot of the newest palettes I have in my collection. Some I got from iMats, which I will tell you, and some I got after iMats because I'm a shopaholic and I like to shop. It is May 2nd while I'm filming this, so I've been on a no-buy since May, alright? May 1st, but it's May 2nd today. This is something I'm so proud I got. It is beautiful. This is the Smoke Sessions palette from Melt Cosmetics. I have to hold it with 2 hands because it's so stunning. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. I use this palette. This shade right here is so beautiful. I only used these 2 shades. I did swatch that shade. I ended up having to bring in the Huda Beauty Emerald Obsessions palette, the other green palette, for like 2 of the light shades, but this palette is so good. I honestly want to buy another one. This is the Live Glam Let's Do Makeup. She does lives on Facebook. If you do not know, then you need to get a Facebook and watch her do makeup because she's bomb. But this is her collaboration with Live Glam, which is like Morphe. So when I seen that she was coming out with this palette, I definitely had to support because it is just so beautiful. I did use the palette. The shimmers are okay. This is kind of okay. It did kind of break up and get a little chunky when I used the wet brush, so I could just tell that this is going to be better with a finger. I hate applying my shimmers with a finger just because I can't get in the cut crease the right way, but it is what it is. It's pretty, and I just got it to support. This is the Pinky Rose Cosmetics Bright Lights palette. I got this at iMats. I didn't do an iMats haul. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it. I feel like by the time I get to film it, it's already going to be a month. It's May 2nd now. I went to iMats April 14th. Yeah, if you want to see everything I got from iMats, just go on my Instagram, Pans and Obsessions, and find it there. But this is what the palette looks like. It is so stunning. It has pressed glitters. These shades are just so like blinding, so pop, so out there, and honestly, I love what they're doing with their palettes because they are really killing it. This is also from Pixie Rose Cosmetics. Sorry, it was backwards. This is the Exotic Peacock palette. I use this palette. I love this palette. This palette's so beautiful. I use this shade right here, this shade. It's just so beautiful. I'm so happy that I decided to buy some of this stuff. This is the Lorac Pro 2 palette. I actually just picked this up. I purchased this from someone off Mercari for like 15 bucks. This shade did come a little bit broken, but it's fine. I just really wanted to test out the Lorac formula, and I heard great things about it. So yeah. This is the Pro Fusion Confidence palette. It's really, really pretty. It still has the plastic on. I'm not sure what I want to do with it. I know I want to keep some Profusion palettes, but I also don't want to just open it if I'm only going to use it one time. This kind of reminds me of the Sienna's palette. I hear good things about it, but it's like, do I really need it? Can I possibly just save it for a giveaway? Or give it to somebody that really truly needs it, because this is only $10. So that is why I didn't take the plastic off. I really want to try it because I heard so much great things, but it's like, do I really need this? No. Do I want it? Yes. Does it bring me joy? I don't know. So yeah. This is the Profusion Sultry palette. Once again, I did see Juicy Jazz do a look with this palette using like this shade right here, and it was really, really beautiful, which made me want to go buy it, and it's still with the plastic. I don't know, like I feel like I have this shade, especially that I just got the ColourPop Sweet Nothings palette. I feel like I have the shade, but I don't know. I don't want to always save things for giveaways because I don't do giveaways every single day. I try to do a little small giveaway once a month on my Instagram, but even then it's like I'm going to keep on saving old palettes. I mean, I know people don't mind, but at the same time, I know they will want new stuff. But your girl is broke. I can't be buying new stuff for giveaways. I got to buy new stuff for me. This is the Forever Luxe Lashes Into the Night palette. This is only like $22, $27, and these pans are big. You got your matte shades, you got your shimmers, you got your pressed glitters, some shimmers up there. These pans are huge. They work really great. The only thing is I don't know if it went bad. I don't remember. This does have a strong scent on it. I don't remember if it always has it. I don't think it always did. Maybe it went bad. I have no idea. So I haven't dug into this in a long time. I remember practicing in my kitchen late night doing looks with this palette, trying to tag the brand so they could like put me on this story. Damn, I was focused. What the hell happened? I've been slacking. This is the Face Candy Tropics palette. This is what it looks like. It's like a dupe for the Lime Crime one. I'm not really into it. I did get the other one. There was a Rainforest one, I believe, and then I tried to depot it and everything got messed up and I threw it out. But I was keeping this for a future giveaway. Because I know, like, I'm just being stingy by keeping this. Look, I had it for so many months and I still haven't even used it. This is the BH Cosmetics and Daisy palette. This is beautiful. Honestly, I was so worried about how it would be because the cover comes off, but the magnet is really, really strong. It sticks to it. You put it here so it turns into like a little vanity mirror. Have I used it yet? No. Do I like it? Yes. Will I use it? Eventually, yes, I will. I'm going to try to use it within 2 weeks. So, booyah. This is what it looks like. It's so pretty. This is the Juvia's Place Masquerade palette. I wish it was the mini, but it's not. But I'm happy it is a big one because I kind of like big palettes sometimes. I think I used it. I think I went to use it. I really don't know. Maybe I just swatched it, but it is beautiful. This is the Magic palette. Once again, it is not a mini. It is a big one. So beautiful. Do you see that? Girl, ooh, blinding. Damn. This one, oh, no. I need to dig in the shade. Do you see this shade? Bam. Hello. Hi. How are ya? Wow. Oh my god, look at all these shadows just going to waste in my collection. I need to use this. This is just shadows right here. It's beautiful. This is the Watch Me Blush palette from the Crayon Case. I got this, I don't know what sale it was, but it was a good sale where I got this palette, I got a highlighter, I got the brushes, and the Crayola case palette for like, how much was it? I want to say it was like only $30 for all of that. but this is what it looks like. I haven't used it yet, but these shades look so beautiful, especially that one and this one. This is a Beauty Glaze Pressed Glitter palette from Amazon, I believe. I don't know. I know I purchased these one time off Amazon and I had one, and then my sister actually purchased this for me for Christmas, and it's so beautiful. I need to try to hurry up because I gotta go pick up the baby, but this is a BH Cosmetics Weekend Festival palette. This is what it looks like. It's so beautiful. I used it once. I don't think I like the way the look came out because I mixed two shades and it came out like a purple cotton candy thing. I think my cut crease was a little bit off. I don't know. I know I didn't post it, but this is so smooth. The mattes in here are so smooth and buttery, whatever. But this is the palette and it's so beautiful. I don't know if you could get this anymore, so I do apologize. But you could get the new one. This is the Jeffree Star Thirsty palette. I purchased this. Whoa, where you going? Anyways, I purchased this. I don't know when, but I know I didn't get it when it first came out, and it's so beautiful. I have not used it yet, but I will dig into it. To be honest with you, the first palette that I ever digged into of Jeffree Star was the Alien palette, and then I went and purchased all of them, and they're all so beautiful. I did currently just use the Blue Blood palette and the Blood Sugar palette. And I love it, so I know I'm going to be digging into this one soon. I have all of them. The only one I don't have is his first one, which I'm on a mission to have my fiance buy for me because I'm on a no buy, but still, you get what I'm saying? This is the Pure Festival palette. I just got this in BoxyCharm, and this is why I will not cancel BoxyCharm. Look how beautiful this palette is. You get so much you get beautiful full-size makeup. You get a beautiful palette. My main goal is to one day stop buying makeup, stop falling into the new hype, only buy makeup when it's like a new ABH collection, and only deal with my BoxyCharm makeup, just because I feel like you get so much great things. It's just amazing. My collection is huge. I could go like 3 years without buying stuff. That's how big it is. Also, I haven't used this palette, but I will. Violet Voss, Ride or Die. This palette is amazing. I think this is like the first one I got or the second one I got, but it is huge. 75 shadows, I believe. Is it 75? I don't even know. I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong. I could be lying. I don't feel like counting because I gotta rush. But I really need to start digging into this. I think I used it once or twice. What a shame. No, I don't think it's 75 shadows. This was 75 doll hairs. It was doll hairs. It was a lot of money. It was a lot of money. My fiance got it on sale for like $50. But even then, that's a lot of money. It's expensive. Wow, the Zodiac Love Signs palette. Honestly, I had the first Zodiac palette and I ended up selling it on Mercari, and now everyone talks about how beautiful and how much they love it, and I kind of want to repurchase it, but I'm not because I still have this one and I haven't used it. But this is what the palette looks like. There's a highlighter shade in the middle. I will get around to using it, I promise. But I'm going to keep talking myself out of not buying the first one again. You know, the reason why I sold it was because I had the first one and I had the 39A from Morphe, and I felt like they were the same, but I kind of want it again, but I'm not, so yeah. This is the Delancey eyeshadow palette. This palette reminds me so much of the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette because, I don't know, it's just the shades that they have here, not counting the pressed glitters, but it really does remind me of it. My sister purchased this for me, which I'm so happy because I think she sent it to my house, and I was on a no buy, and it was for the month of January, and I was really going strong, and this was like my little makeup fix and stuff, so I really like it. I did use it. The look came out really pretty. This is just a palette of my single shadows. I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but it is like an eyeshadow palette, so single shadows, not in any basic order. If you want to see more of my single shadows, like go into detail, then let me know and I will be happy to film that for you. As well as another single shadows thing that I just purchased. I tried to set it up like makeup just for fun, but I'm not that talented. So like I don't want to spend too much time on the singles because like I said, if you want to go into more details in my singles, then let me know in the comment section down below and I will do that for you. This one is just another palette with some singles, a blush, and like 2 highlighters, I believe, from ColourPop. I think these are from Coastal Scents, and then these are from ColourPop. But yeah, still so pretty. This is a palette. I actually sold the other palette like this. I did it for a makeup look, which was a collab with Andrea. But this was the first one that came, and it came broken. I kind of want to just post this for mad cheap, give it away. I don't know if anyone will like it. I'm sure someone will like it even though there's a shade missing. People don't care, but I'd rather just give it to somebody than trying to sell this for like $5. Like, I'm going to pay more for shipping. Another one of my single shadows that I actually just purchased right before IMATS, which was April 14th. Once again, let me know if you want to know more about my single shadows, because they here and they waiting for you, as well as my Super Shock shadows, which I barely use, but you know what I mean. And this one is another palette. This one just has highlighters. This is Pillow Talk Cloud 9. I do have these little white cases, but the thing is, the new packaging from Ofra is like really bulky. This one, I'm thinking about popping back in the container and just selling it for something, because I won something from IMATS. Damn it, I should have showed you what I won from IMATS. I'll show you guys. Maybe I'll show you guys. But if not, go on my Instagram. You'll see the big Ofra palette that I won from IMATS. It's bomb. It has this in it. It's so amazing. This is the BH Cosmetics Neutral palette. This comes with eyeshadows and blushes on the bottom. So beautiful. Haven't used it yet, but I really like this. I really like this. This is really stunning. Wow. This is the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. Everyone talks about this palette. I'm kind of a little sad because, you know, it comes with the card and everybody taped the card right here. I wasn't a beauty guru, whatever. At the time, I didn't even think about having a YouTube channel. Maybe I thought about it, but I knew I wasn't that good. I'm still not that good, but still. So I kind of threw the card out because I figured you have the names right here, but that's kind of annoying. So now I wish I had the card, but this palette's good. It's really good. Wow. What do you have here? The Bunch of Drama. Let me tell you about these palettes. So let me show you these palettes firsthand. I do have all 4 of them. I don't like all 4 of them, but I will keep them because they can't be alone. I can't just leave them out here in the world. This is Bling Boss. I love the colors. Don't get me wrong. I didn't like how they performed. I think I'm going to give it a try now that I, feel like I know a little bit of eyeshadows more than what I did last August, I think. I'm going to give it a try again within the month and try these out because I feel so bad. I was so desperate for these. Oops, sorry. I was so desperate for these palettes that it kind of crushed my heart when all that drama happens. I love the set. I was so happy for them. And I feel so bad, but yeah, so this is the Ring the Alarm palette. I love this color scheme. Honestly, I do, because it's warm and it's for me. And I tried this one. I think this one gave me trouble each time I tried. I didn't like the look, but I feel like I gotten better at eyeshadow since last August, so I'm gonna give it a try again. This one is the Armed and Gorgeous palette. This one is the one I wanted the most, and I have not used it because around that time it came out, I was doing looks with each palette, and then I lost my memory card and didn't post, and then it was just so frustrating. This was so frustrating, hearing the drama, but like I said, I do want to try it again just because I feel like I could blend now, And this one's so beautiful. I did use this. I did think the look was decent. I did notice it was patchy, but yeah. The Dare to Create palette. The reason why I decluttered the Zodiac palettes, I use this 3 times. I used to practice with it. I haven't reached for it in a really long time, and it kind of looks so dull. Why it looks boring? I think because recently I have been so much into color that these shades just look like crap to me. This is the 3502 palette. I wanted this so bad. This palette is so beautiful. These are shades I love. This one right here is so beautiful. I wanted it so bad. I did a makeup haul right before IMATS. I did purchase this, and a year later I still have not used it. So that's kind of depressing. This is a 35B palette. I did use this a bunch of times. It is discontinued. I do need to dig into this baby, but I feel bad if I use it on my channel because you can't get it anymore. But you could get BH Cosmetics, you could get Clarity, you could get it off Macari, you could get Take Me Back to Brazil, you could get it. I have no idea what I was thinking. This is a 35R palette. I actually had my fiance buy this for me after I already had so much palettes because I wanted it so bad because it was so beautiful. And I still haven't used it. And all the shades look the same. All these gold shades right here look the same. What was I thinking? I feel so bad. This poor man has to buy the makeup that I desperately want to fill my heart with joy, and then it sits here collecting dust in my collection. If only he knew. If only he knew the truth. Thank God he ain't watching this video because it's too long and he's not going to watch it. This is a Morphe 35S palette. This was the first Morphe palette that I ever had in my life. My fiance purchased this for me, and I did use it a bunch. I really do like it. It does have a lot of shimmers. It has a ton of shimmers, but I haven't used it in a really long time. Wow, I didn't even notice how much shimmers it have. It only has these mattes and the rest is shimmers. Wow, that's crazy. But this was the first palette, and then he went and bought me the Jaclyn Hill palette. And the Jaclyn Hill palette came after I already left for school. And when I tell you I was about to come home instead of going to class, that's how serious it was. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. This palette right here is gold. Boom. This is what the palette that is calling to me recently because it has the colors, it has the neutrals. I know that I might never hit pan on one of these shadows, but I honestly do want to buy another one just to have it as backup, just in case they try to say, oh, we're not selling it anymore. You know, no. I kind of want to buy another one just because. This is the Raw Beauty by Natalie palette from Spoil Cosmetics, Spoil Lips Cosmetics. This is what the palette looks like. She does do makeup on Facebook and Instagram. She's so sweet. She's so humble. She's so funny. She kind of looks like Kehlani. That's why I like her, because Kehlani looks so good. But this is the palette. Haven't used it yet. Need to use it, but it has 4 pressed glitters. I just bought it to really support her, but I need to use it. I need to use my stuff. This is the BH Studio Ultimate Artistry Shadow Palette. This shade came broken. It made a mess. It made me not want to touch it again. I hear so much good things about it, but I don't know. I haven't used it yet. This shade looks stunning. I think I did use that shade, but I don't know. I honestly don't know. I should probably give this away to someone who could use it, but if only I have friends. This is the Jeffree Star Astrology palette. I think I'm saying it right, but this is how beautiful it looks. I have not used it yet, but these 3 shades right here, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Stunning, stunning, stunning. This is the 24G palette. I wanted this so bad. I literally purchased it 2 minutes after it released. I still have not used it. This just came up in my pan in every palette, and I'm supposed to be panning that shade. I did just film that video yesterday, but by the time you see this video, that video would be already up, and hopefully I would already be digging into these shadows. So check that video out, girl. Check that video out because it's funny. This is the beautiful Natural Lust palette. Now, in the beginning when I first started getting into makeup, I wanted the first palette, and I talked myself out of it because it was so expensive. But I did get this palette on a deal, so I didn't even pay the full price because I have a friend that sells makeup at discount prices. Holla at her if you want some expensive makeup at discounted prices without needing a Sephora sale or Ulta sale. She got you. I'll leave her Instagram and her Macari site down below. And this is what the palette looks like. I honestly just got it like right after Easter, so I haven't used it yet, but it is beautiful. This is the 35G Bronze Gold palette. I was not going to purchase this, and then it started to sell out, and then I wanted it, and then my friend Amanda, who I just told you to check out her Instagram and her Macari page, she thankfully had one, so I asked her if I can get it, and that's what happened. So I have this palette. Haven't used it yet. It came right after Easter, so yeah. I am going to have to really speed it up now because I was supposed to leave 10 minutes ago, but this is the Jeffree Star Alien palette. This is what it looks like. It's so beautiful. I use the blue, the purple, and the green. It's so stunning, so beautiful. Really, really love it. I honestly like this palette, the way it's shaped, the way it is. It's so different, so just beautiful. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. This is beautiful. This is stunning. I did use this palette. Really, really like it. Hardly any fallout, which is amazing. Just love it. This is the Venus XL palette. Now, when I went to IMATS, I got the Venus XL 2 palette, which you will be seeing soon. And I was thinking about getting this palette as well, but I said no because I already have these tones. After I left IMATS, I wanted it. So thank God I seen someone selling it on Mercari for $1 cheaper than what it was at IMATS. Originally, I think this is like $58 or $56. The person was selling it for like 40 or 39 or something like that, and in IMATS it was $41, so I'm so happy I got it. This is the Lorac Pro Mega 2 palette. I purchased this for like $17 off of someone in Mercari. Like I said, I wanted to test out the formula. They did use it a little bit, so I do have to sanitize it. They did say they sanitized it, but I'm not taking no chances, so yeah. This is the Box of Crayons palette. I wanted this palette so bad. I think I dug into one shade the other day. I think so. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah. This is the beautiful Blood Sugar palette, and after a year of it being sold out and then talking myself out of it, I finally got it, and I finally love it. I did use it the other day. When I filmed my pan in every palette, I had this on my eyes, and I love it. It's so beautiful. This is the Venus XL 2 palette. So beautiful. This is so unique, so different, and I'm so happy that I got it because when I seen it in person, I knew I wanted it, but then when I seen it in person, I was like, I don't know, but this is so unique. This is the Clarity Come As You Are palette. This is the first palette that I purchased from this brand, and it came with this little note that says this palette helped fed an animal in need. So 100% cruelty-free brand. We have a big soft spot in our hearts for animals, so every palette you sell we donate to our local SPCA through our Palace of Paws. So I honestly think I'm going to repurchase more because I love that they donate for the animals, and this palette is so beautiful. This is the Violet Voss Flamingo palette. I just purchased this. This did come... I'm holding it like this so you don't get blinded by the mirror, but I did just purchase this with the Sephora sale. I'm not sure if my Sephora sale video is going to go up before or after this. I'm hoping it's going up before, because if not, spoiler alert, I bought stuff. This is the Dominique Cosmetics Berries and Cream palette. I also purchased this during the Sephora sale. Once again, if I think I could bring the Sephora sale before this video, so if it is, don't worry, but if it's not, then I bought this from Sephora sale, girl. So happy. Look at that, so beautiful. So this is the last palette that I'm going to be showing you guys. I believe this is the last palette I have to show you. If anything else comes, it's probably coming in the mail. So unfortunately I can't show you, but this is the new Makeup and Shayla palette, Proceed with Caution. I just got this in the mail yesterday, so I'm so excited about it. I just purchased it on April 26th when it came out. So happy about it. But I don't know for sure if there's any other palettes that's coming in the mail. I think there is. I think there's some Wet n Wild. So that is going to be it for my eyeshadow palette collection. Thank you so much. If you stood to the end of the video, you are the real MVP and you love eyeshadow palettes collection videos just as much as I do. Thank you so much for everyone that's watching. Please, I'm not doing this video so that you can feel like I'm throwing it in your face. Please don't come for me in the comments saying I'm being wasteful, because I already know. But yeah, so I really am happy that I got to show you my eyeshadow palette collection, and stay tuned for maybe in a month or two when I do a little declutter. But anyways, I gotta go pick up my child, so bye. I will show you my face, but I have no makeup on and I'm breaking out. So love you guys, stay blessed, enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.